nation teams, y'all want to start the peak of the powers because we've seen some of the best games I've ever seen as of recently.
Let's start with the elimination and then just make all of that.
It's nasty work. I'm trying to do it. Nasty work.
Trying to get away from it.
It's nasty work. All right, so
I mean, we could start with the number 1 seed. I mean, if it was up to me, we would start with the number 1 seed. You know,
why don't we take it out west, man? You know what I'm saying? People love the west. People love the west. You know, I mean, what happened in the west?
Let's take
How you feel about the West?
Detroit. Take it to the West.
Okay, all right. This was going on. All right. So, yeah, we take it to Game 7. Pistons obviously got knocked out by the Cavaliers. Fell short and fell out of gas. I think that's been the biggest issue outside of just the style of play that was eventually going to catch up. Cade himself, he couldn't do it all. He has some stinkers, but what it comes down to is also that one, every star is going to have a bad game. And unfortunately for Pistons, Cade can't afford a bad game. 2, not only that he had collapsed lungs still, come to find out that he has a broken or fractured rib. And he's playing through that. So
miss me with that one.
Hey, look, bro, he had these bags strapped on both sides of him like he was going to die. And I thought that was a little egregious, you know, for a lung type thing. I thought at least be one side, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, just saying, ending the season notes. So yeah, it's over. But I'll let y'all take the floor because I know y'all want to go ahead and talk y'all shit, you know, whatever.
I ain't got much to say about the Pistons, man, but what I will say, kind of give y'all some grace, bro, is that it takes time to learn how to win, bro. Y'all was the number 1 seed in a year where people didn't expect that from y'all. They kind of expected the Knicks to be the number 1 seed or the Cavs to be the number 1 seed. But you got to get kudos to Cade, bro. You got to get kudos to Cade. I know Duren didn't show up in the playoffs, but you got to give kudos to him. Still extremely young team. Still an extremely young, you know what I'm saying? Like getting used to winning. Y'all was the worst team in the league 3 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? Like these are the bumps and bruises you gotta go through in order to get to the championship level. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all the number 1 seed, so it's expected of y'all to make it to the championship. But the playoffs are different beasts. You got 2 certified superstars, an MVP, you know what I'm saying, on the other side. And then Jarrett Allen just had a, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know what it is about Game 7s, but that nigga unlocks a different type of beast in him. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got too much hate for the Pistons, just like, y'all young, bro, and this is the road to greatness for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to keep y'all core together going into the offseason. I don't think they should trade nobody. Or, like, none of y'all big 3, you know what I'm saying? Like, and trade some of y'all pieces to get a certified threat because it's proven that y'all can actually do something, you know?
That's all right. Go ahead. I'll be the last one to put the wrap in comment. Go ahead, Shadow. You know.
I'm gonna be honest.
I
gotta echo everything he said. Honestly, because think about it this way: Jenkins was on a 2-way at the beginning of the year. Didn't even know what he was gonna be. Was big for y'all. Like I told you before, I didn't even have the Pistons making the playoffs. I said Tobias was gonna get his usual 13 to 15. He did way better than that to even get y'all to the Game 7. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he gave you more. Karis LeVert, he decided to come and learn how to play basketball again, and that's really all he needed was some help. And then with Duren, I think the biggest problem with Detroit is just Duren has to learn how to get points off of besides just actions from Cade. He has to be able to get a post move, work on that this summer. Same thing with Ausar, man. If he can just get a little bit of a jump shot, they're going to be so dangerous because he can do everything, but he just can't shoot. He don't even want to shoot. But I honestly, even though he's the number 1 seed, I feel like Detroit overachieved, especially when you see the way that their team is built. You know, I think missing Duncan Robinson for that one game, you know, really hurt. But they don't have nothing to hold their head down on. And I agree. I wouldn't change anything. I would just let the guys get in the lab, Duren, Ausar, and just, you know, let, you know, Jenkins is, you know, he gonna get a little bit more time, and you just roll with what you got. If you want to get another shooter, sure, but you know, Kevin Huerter missed a lot of games. You know, they fine, man. I got a great coach. Just extended him. I think Detroit is fine. And people making big deal out Cade, them turnovers and stuff like that's like, bro. I mean, but you got the ball in your hand, you gonna turn the ball over. That's just the way to bet, especially the way when everybody's keying in on you. But once Duren work on that post presence and start do a little bit more with that jump shot, they'd be fine. I wouldn't change a thing, honestly.
That's fair. Okay. Well, you know what? I mean, dang, the Pistons in review, man. This is crazy. Freaking 10 in my eyes. I thought this was about to get real crazy.
Who you want though, and what you willing to give up for who you want?
So like everyone else, I think that we need the biggest concern for me is another ball handler. Like scoring is a big thing, right? But to be able to maneuver and not give Cade like a break matters. And I say that for all the heliocentric ball players. Like James Harden is no surprise, even though he's old and he was washed. When Chris Paul came there, that was one of the best we've seen him. Luke and Kyrie. We can even go back to 2000s ball and say Kobe and Derek Fisher, right? Like at least like even from that, like it's Kobe obviously, but having that extra person on court matters, like without a doubt. So that's probably like my number one thing. I agree with everything y'all say.
I'm waiting till the series was over, but losing Dennis Schroeder really hurt.
Man. I swear to God, I was about to say that.
it really hurt.
I was just waiting for you to finish. I'm like, Dennis Schroeder was just with y'all, man.
He was right there, bro. He was right there. I don't know why they traded him, but hey, man, lessons learned.
And that lineup, that was Cleveland's favorite lineup, having Schroeder play the point, so that way Mitchell could kind of roam and hate him. But man, that's what they was killing. Just not having. Schroeder would just help so much because he's proven, even overseas, everything he's done, he's just a proven vet, It's like you just need somebody to just, handle the ball. Look at Minnesota with Conley, how he was able to come in and do what he needed to do just to give, you just need somebody who just handle the ball. And Cade was just having to do too much with the ball.
So I'm give y'all some insight because y'all know that as far as like Pistons, I follow all like Pistons, but gentleman named Koo from Locked On Pistons made a statement that the reason why, and I noticed and I echo what he says because ironically the GM Trajan came out there and said that he wants more like ball handling and shooting. That's what he wants. But apparently there was, I'm not going to say they were beefing, but it was like kind of a civil war essentially in the front office in JB. So in the beginning of the season, if you look at Ausar, he was scoring more points. 14, 15 points a game. Then it changed. The reason why is because JB saw the team and said that I think we can like do this. We can make a deep playoff run. We can go to the Eastern Conference Finals. We could do this. Trajan wanted Ausar to be more aggressive offensively, be able to handle the rock more to ease Cade. But since JB saw what he saw in the team and said, I want to bet on myself, he said, no, you lock in defensively. That will help our team way more, and we will figure everything out. Everything will work. I'm not going to say I don't think it's a waste of a season to go that route, but I think that I would have swapped out this season to have Ausar develop. He was trying that mid-range. He was being more aggressive. It was a lot of things, and that just went away. DHOs was happening, like all that, and it just went away. And I couldn't understand why, but now it makes sense. So what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's tough because you say that, then they turn around and give him a contract extension. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, funny. It's like if he does that and, they go from winning 40, whatever, last year and winning, whatever they won this year, and somebody else is the one that gets to develop them because they, quote unquote, underachieved based on what they did last year, then it's like you stuck in the, so I mean, JB kind of had to bet on himself. I mean, as a fan, I definitely understand wanting to develop your team, but as a coach and you see the people on your team, you like, man, we can go get this now. And then they was literally one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals, and then, it ain't like the Knicks is all world, I mean, it's just anything can happen when you get there. You gotta play the game, so I think, like I said, this Duncan being out and then Duren kind of regressing, like having a 9-point drop, per game from the regular season. It just stuff like that just really hurt them, but that's basketball.
Yeah. That's true.
That's the ins and outs, bro. And it's the coach got to hang his philosophy. He got to have a philosophy. So it's like we want to hang our hat on being a tough, gritty team. We don't need you to exert your energy on offense. Let Cade do that. Let Tobias do that. You know what I'm saying? And then Jenkins gave a spark. So it's like we wasn't expecting, like you said, like we wasn't expecting Duren to just like forget how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? But he is young, and it's a young team. They got a super young core. So it's like as a coach, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like, all right, bro, this bad boys basketball. This is what we doing, y'all. Fuck all that other shit. But you use the early parts of the regular season to kind of fill out your team anyway. Like, get your shots up. You know what I'm saying? See your spots. But you in them practices every day, you seeing everything that's going on. You seeing the niggas running the ones. It's like, all right, bro, Cade is clearly our guy. Like, we're gonna focus the offense around him. Everybody else just play your role, bro. We don't need you to do all that shit. Just do what you're supposed to do. I get the you know what I'm saying, front office expecting something different, but at the same time, hey man, coach is on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Coach is on the floor.
Right. Nah, that makes sense. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my thing is this, that I'm not mad at the I'm not necessarily mad as an indifference thing, right? Because I'm a person that may want something, but if you are like a matter of fact and he actually did what he, or close to doing what he was wanted to do, that's fine. My only issue is with this is that, like, going forward, I need for them to be absolutely on the same page, because another element in there that I'm remembering as I watched it, the reason why Trajan didn't get anybody extra, because he didn't want to take those reps from Ausar.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and also, of course, people that can handle the rock.
Facts.
He's just so important to the team overall. You know, he's gonna play.
Yeah.
But I just look at it more so. It's just one of the things where it's like, look at it this way. Duren, he's a good player, but he's young, and he went against, I mean, Jared Allen been in the league, I don't even know how long. And then you got Evan Mobley, who was Defensive Player of the Year last year. Like, you just going up against people that are proven and already, you know, been through this. You know, Cleveland was supposed to be the team last year. They come back, they get Harden, they a year better, another year locked in, and they going against a young team who was, you know, hard had his, you know, defense and pray to Cade. So it just, you know, just wasn't a good matchup, you know, even in the first round with Orlando, who wasn't even really a true ace. It's like just the matchups, man.
Yeah.
Matchups make fights and makes, you know, styles make fights. So I just think, you know, just run a course. Because you could end up with Ausar doing all that and you be in a Cooper Flag situation like he was this year. And who knows if JB is even still there, you know. So it's just it's like, look at kids. So it's a win. It's a lose-lose situation. It just depends on how you look at it. But if I was a Pistons fan, I would definitely be encouraged for what we got going on, which I got going on next year. So
that's true. Okay, so